Hey, it's me, my dad.
Dead.
And today we'll be talking about being an only child and suddenly having a brother. But before we start, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you don't get to miss any of our videos when it dropped.
Yeah.
So, today we're talking about being an only child and suddenly getting a brother. Are you ready?
I'm ready, baby. Are you?
Yes. Because I've been waiting to cover this topic.
So Lulu waited for, was it 8 years?
Yep.
To get a brother. So she was an only child for 8 years.
Yes.
How was it like being an only child baby for 8 years?
Those were the best years of my life, but also the most loneliest. Because when I was younger, all the attention was on me. So like when they say Lulu, oh Lulu the baby, like because I was the only child there. And I got a lot of stuff that I wanted. Most of the stuff in our fridge belonged to me, so I didn't have to fight for anyone to get my food. And I also most of the income that we had, most of it went to me.
Yeah, everything that mommy came with at home was always Lulu.
Yeah, like brownies, muffins, mini cakes, and most of it came to me.
And everything was about Lulu. You know, like you'd wake up, and then by then we used to have house girls.
Yeah.
And it was revolving around Lulu. You know, it was Lulu this, Lulu that. Yeah. How was it like when you'd find that there are some nice things that have been left and they're all for you? How were you feeling? Yeah?
I was feeling really happy, but most of the time I didn't really get to practice most of the time the concept of sharing. But I ended up sharing anyways when I grew up. So
yeah, because you know there was no one to share with in the house. It was all actually it was being left for the small girl in the house, and it was just Lulu. What were the downsides of being an only child, though?
Yeah, so some of the times I had a lot of friends, but you know those friends have to go back to their families. So like when the only friend that I had at home was you and mommy and the house girl, and you all were older than me. So I really wanted somebody to play with, somebody that I could play with, somebody who I could joke with, somebody who I could share with, because you know it's not that much fun when you get a bunch of mini cakes and you want to share when you want to share it with someone, but you don't have anybody to share it with. So it just feels kind of lonely.
And then, of course, there are times maybe when other people are talking about their siblings.
Yeah, I couldn't relate to them. So they said, oh, my sibling did this. Oh, I can totally relate to that. My sibling did this. And then I said, yes, I have a sibling. Then they asked, where? In another nation. And I say, what nation? My imagination. Because I didn't have a sibling, so it was really hard to keep up with the sibling talk. So
the sibling talks, they are. Did you reach a point where you became comfortable being an only child?
Yeah, I got used to it after a while.
Yeah, after a while you got used to it,
and immediately I got used to it, Mom turned out pregnant.
But even before then, you know, like there was a time Mom miscarried. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I remember. But the baby didn't come back.
Yeah, but you're expecting to have a baby back home, right?
Yeah, but the baby didn't come back. So I assumed the baby is staying in the hospital waiting for their another parent
to take them over. Yeah. So it was also an expectation for Lulu at that time that we were going to get a baby, and then we miscarried. She was Well, she didn't have much of an idea of where the baby was going to be coming back home or not, but she was also expecting to have a sibling, but she was also disappointed that she was not going to see a sibling.
But that's okay. They're in a better place now.
Yeah. Okay, and then fast forward 8 years later, then you get a brother.
Yes.
How was it like?
Well, Wema, when we got Wema was the cutest baby, and it still is the cutest baby in the whole entire world. But the thing is, when he came as a newborn, he used to cry a lot. So remember when we first got him when he first brought him home, he came up and he decided to cry in the middle of the night. So mommy will nurse him back to sleep. Then not even 4 hours later or even 2 seconds later, he starts crying all over again. So it got annoying after a while, but after a while I got pretty used to it. And then I learned also how to take care of my brother. I got to know him and decided to call me Sisi.
Yeah, and so what has changed since you got a brother now in terms of the attention? Has it affected you in terms of now probably there are things that now you are used to for a long while, and now here you are?
Yes, this thing happens. He's around 3 years old right now. He's turning 4 this year. But one of the things that happens is that all the time when I want to talk to mom or I want to talk to you, Mama is like, my mommy or my daddy. So it's still really painful to see that, but after a while I've gotten used to it.
Yeah, you've gotten used to the idea that you're no longer alone. Would you consider yourself a spoiled child because you grew up for a very long time as an only child?
No, I don't think I was a spoiled child because most of the stuff that I got, I didn't want that much when I was younger, because if you gave me Uji, TV, and you guys' attention, I was happy. But then also we also taught me about saving. You put a head inside my mind that hey, we are gonna get it when we have enough money and we have saved enough for it. And they also taught me about budgeting. They taught me like this is not in our budget, so we can't buy it. So, and also another thing that you guys taught me was the concept of sharing, like I told you before. You taught me how to share, and I watched a lot of Smile of a Child when I was growing up. That's a Christian TV show for kids. So most of the stuff they came into my head and I was glued into that. And also I went to a Christian private school, so even if I tried to act up, I knew that I was gonna be running laps around the field for a while.
You've grown up to be. What are some of the values that you have picked in your growing up?
Sharing, yeah, the concept of sharing. I learned how to socialize with people, and I've learned how to save. I'm still learning how to save with you, but I've learned how to save. And I've also learned how to be nice to people, to be kind, share a little bit of kindness. And I learned a bunch of Bible stories and a lot of good stories that I remember still. And there were a lot of fun jokes and a lot of other stuff that I learned.
Yeah, so you don't just have to be, someone doesn't have just to say that because you're an only child, you're spoiled.
Yeah, because I used to spend a lot of my time, not just me and my parents, but me, my parents, my cousins, my uncle, my aunts, and my friends and my best friends. So even though I had to learn how to socialize with other people and be nice to other people.
Okay, thank you so much for the conversation, baby girl.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was a conversation, and that is all we had for you for today's video. We were discussing about Lulu being an only child and how it has affected her in her life. Thank you so much for joining us and staying on until right now. I think it is that time again, baby.
It's that time again where I and Daddy give you 2 seconds to subscribe. Are you ready, my friends? Okay. 1, 2.
Thank you so much for
subscribing.
See you in our next video. We love you. Bye.
We have an Instagram too, though. If you want to follow us on Instagram, that will help.
Yeah. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook, Thembo Ndiege, Instagram, Thembo Ndiege, Twitter, Thembo Ndiege, and YouTube, Thembo Ndiege. So you can follow us, give us a comment, like us, subscribe. Let's have this conversation. Let's keep it going. Keep coming here. If you haven't subscribed, hit that bell. If you are new here, kindly continue coming on.
Yeah.
If you like this content, share. That's how it is. I mean, support one of our supporters. Support us. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.
See you in our next